This is the lightweight rear seat delete kit available for all 2024 and newer fastback Mustangs. Now this rear seat delete should appeal to the S650 owners out there who are looking to shed 30 pounds from their ride while still achieving a very clean appearance for the interior. Now this USA made two-piece kit with the included nameplate will feature a durable ABS plastic construction and simple bolt-on install and can be had all for right around that high $300 price point. So moving into our features block, and the main feature here really is to shed a few pounds in your newer Mustang. How much weight exactly? Well, EMP claims that with this rear seat delete kit installed and your factory stuff and seat belts out of the way, you're gonna be shedding nearly 30 pounds of total weight from your S650, which is pretty substantial. Let's face it, the S650 is certainly not a light car, so anything you can do to lighten it up for drag racing, road racing, or whatever is certainly gonna help. And in this case is also gonna do it in a very clean fashion. Now moving into construction here, and again, this kit has been made right here in the USA. It does feature two main pieces. I only got the one big section here on the table because of space, but then you're also getting the EMP nameplate to kind of give you that cherry on top. Now the material is a 3/16 inch ABS plastic throughout. It is given a black finish here with a little bit of texture, and uncovered, it does still look pretty darn good. But heads up, EMP does also offer this kit with carpet as well, in addition to a coyote engraving for a little bit more customization. They are gonna be a little bit more expensive, of course, but it is something to keep in mind, and they are also available right here at AmericanMuscle.com. Again, getting back to this particular option though, this has been given a little bit of texture here, and again, does feature that two-piece design with the included nameplate as we mentioned, and it is actually still gonna support some weight. Now, even though EMP has said this kit is tested up to 150 pounds per side, I don't know if I'd start having passengers back in the rear seat with this thing installed. Now that being said, if you wanted to mount a nitrous bottle to it, maybe use it as a subwoofer enclosure, whatever the case, you have some options here, but ultimately it is designed to just get rid of those factory rear seats and seat belts, clean up the look, and save some weight. And it does so, again, in a very heavy-duty fashion thanks to this particular material. Price point for the more basic rear seat delete kit from EMP will land you in that mid to high $300 range, which does put this in the middle of the pack per se in the land of aftermarket rear seat delete kits, at least here on our site. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you do have the coyote engraved option coming in about $100 or so more than the basic uncovered option. And then of course you do have the carpeted version as well, which will also raise the price a little bit compared to the more basic option. Regardless, feel free to check out the rest of our rear seat kits here on the site for your S650 if you'd like to shop around a little bit. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the install, and the site's gonna call this a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 45 minutes or so to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of how this one might go down on your S650 at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you need a ratchet, a 15, a 13, and a 12mm socket, a 6mm Allen, and a 4mm Allen. Today we're going to be installing a rear seat delete kit on our Mustang. Let's get into it. So first we're going to be removing the rear seat. About in the middle of each seat, you're going to feel a hard plastic piece. You're going to push in, lift up. Same thing with the other side. Push in, lift up. Then you can remove the seat. Next, we're going to be removing these 3 bolts, this one up here, this one down here, that one right there. The 2 lower black bolts are going to be removed with a 13mm socket and a ratchet. This one's going to be removed with a 12mm socket and a ratchet. Once you've done that, you can remove your seat belts. You can just place them down here. You do not want to unplug this because it will throw a check engine light. Then we're going to remove this bolt right here with a 15mm socket and a ratchet. Then repeat the same process on the other side. And then we're going to remove a bolt right here. We're going to be using a 15mm socket and a ratchet. Next, you're gonna fold down both your seats by pulling this strap, and you can remove your rear seats. Now we're gonna put in our lower piece for the rear seat delete. You wanna make sure the plastic goes under this piece right here. You can kind of bend it up and get it to go where you want it. Like that. One thing I'd like to mention before we go any further, I will not be installing the wing nuts in this video because you pretty much can't get them out once they're installed. So how these work, so you have your bolt, screws in like that, your wing nut, and you're going to be inserting it into this hole down here. So it goes bolt, wing nut into the hole, and you tighten it down. To tighten this down, you're going to be using a 4mm Allen socket. After that, you're going to take the middle bolt you took out, we're going to place it back in. We're going to tighten that down with a 15mm socket and a ratchet. And you're going to take the barrel nuts included in the kit. You're going to put them over the stud. You're going to tighten it down with a 5mm Allen key. And repeat the same process on the other side. Now we're going to install our upper part of the rear seat delete. You're going to place it in like this, up top. Then you're going to see the EMP bracket and these two little mounting brackets. I want to push these in right here like this. You put them in flat and then flip them up. Like that. And you take this plastic piece, shove it in there, then it's installed. Alrighty, that about wraps up this review and install of the lightweight racer rear seat delete kit for a 2024 and up Mustang Fastback. Thank you for watching, and remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.